All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update. Now, I was missing yesterday because yesterday was an extremely busy day for me. And honestly, there wasn't a whole lot of good, useful DC information that came out. But today I do have some stuff to show you, and we're going to look at a very special book that DC is releasing. And I'm going to show you everything there is about this book that is available to the public, and I'm going to leave a link, an affiliate link in the description if you want to order this book. And everybody who purchases it, it helps out my channel, but doesn't cost you a dime extra. And so I will leave a link to that book, and we're going to take a look at it here in a few minutes. But let's take a look at the photos that I've grabbed since my last update. So this is something I actually wanted to share in my last update, but I forgot to show this one. And somebody asked James Gunn, is Creature Commandos completely done making? And James Gunn said, heck no. Top flight animation takes a long time. And I really hope he does mean top flight, because that's a big feat. You know, 2D animation is not what it used to be. And, you know, we see the new 97 X-Men came back, and I'm hoping that they're taking their time with this. And what he's talking about is, I think I've talked about this in previous videos, but I actually went to college and I was studying art and animation, and I was doing computer animation. And I actually had applied to 20th Century Fox's animation studio when they came here to Arizona as an in-betweener. And that's what they're doing right now, is they're doing the in-betweening animation, where the regular animators, they do what are known as keyframes, and they do from point A to point B, but then the in-betweeners do all of the animation in between, and they have to do it frame by frame, which takes quite a bit of time. And that's what he's talking about here. So it is not ready to go just yet and should take a while, and I really do hope the animation is truly top flight, but we'll see when that show actually gets released. The next photo I have here is in regards to Superman and Lois, which is currently filming their 4th and final season. It looks like they're back at the Daily Planet for some reason, and it says 5 weeks of filming remaining for the final season, which is too bad that this show is ending. I really enjoy it. The only thing I don't like about the show is his costume. He's got fake abs. You can tell it's a bodysuit, and the S looks like it has been ironed onto the suit. But outside of that, I really like this show quite a bit. I think the actors do a great job, and it's more serious than any of the other CW shows that they have had on the air. So it's going to be sad to see this show go away, all because they want one Superman and that's it. Now, this was some big news that got released over the last 24 hours. And it says, Joker 2 musical details revealed. At least 15 cover songs. Original tracks may be added. All right, guys. Now, do you remember when I posted that crew member a couple of months back doing damage control, saying this isn't a musical, that there's going to be music in it, but they don't consider it a musical? I'm sorry, but 15 songs, that's a full-on musical. And the fact that they might do some original tracks, and I'm betting when it says cover songs, that means that she is going to be singing probably all of those songs. That's a heck of a lot of songs. I don't even think regular musicals have 15 different songs in them. And you should have seen some of the comments. People were making some really hilarious comments, like Moulin Rouge 2 looks crazy. And yeah, so I think this is going to turn a lot of people off. I'm going to go and review it, but if I didn't have my review channel, I'd be skipping this until it comes out on physical media before I even check it out, because musicals is not my thing. I will tell you that last musical, I forget the one with Hugh Jackman that came out, it was pretty good. I thought that movie was really good, but musicals are not my thing. And I really don't understand why they decided to go that route with this particular movie, but they did. Again, this is another post in regards to that. It says, are you excited about the musical aspect? Joker 2 to feature primarily well-known songs. Originals could be added. Yeah, and that's a lot of songs. All right, now I have not watched the Penguin trailer just yet. I'm going to do a trailer reaction and post this probably for tomorrow's one of the videos I'm going to post tomorrow. The thing about this is every time I do a trailer review, Warner Brothers dings me. And it's really stupid that I'm sitting there trying to help promote their stuff on my channel, and they'll ding me. And so what I'm going to end up doing is one of the perks when I set up subs on my account is that you guys will be able to see all of the trailer reactions that I do, and it won't matter what the studios do. And so I will be able to do my trailer reviews on, for people who are only subs to my channel. And so the ones that get dinged, I'll put them up probably a day early for the people, but if they get dinged, they're just going to remain for my subs. And it's a shame that they do that, especially when people are talking about it, but whatever. But this is what this says. It says Max's attempt to expand the Batman universe with the Penguin received a lukewarm response. It says the Penguin trailer fails to wow Batman. Batman spinoff receives underwhelming response. Now, I haven't watched it yet, okay? So I can't say one way or the other. But I am actually looking forward to this show. But I have a feeling that James Gunn got his hands on this, and James Gunn did make a comment about this just the other day, and I don't have it in here. But it was either today or yesterday, and I should have taken a screenshot in regards to this. But somebody asked him about the Penguin show, and James Gunn, well, let's take a look at what he posted. All right, so here's what I wanted to show you. Here is the Penguin trailer playing in the background, but James Gunn posted just 7 hours ago. Couldn't share this yesterday because of a long day on set, but in case you haven't seen it, here's the Penguin teaser. I really can't wait for you guys to see this show from DC Studios and Max. Now, what got a lot of people up in arms here is where it says from DC Studios. Now, I know some people took offense to this because he wants to take claim for everything because he is the head of DC Studios. And people were saying this is him taking a jab at Matt Reeves saying, hey, I'm in charge over here. And it is a shame that he didn't show this on the first day. He can't be the only one in charge of his account. He could have had an assistant or somebody come here and post this to promote it. The fact is, and I'm going to say this until there's any proof otherwise, James Gunn is all about James Gunn. This should have been promoted by the head of DC Studios, and he is the head of DC Studios first and foremost. Before he's a director, before he's a writer, he was hired as the CEO of DC Studios. And the fact that you couldn't take a minute to come on here and post it the day it gets released tells you everything you need to know about James Gunn. All right, guys, now I'm on James Gunn's thread account, and I'm going to back up the point I just made that he should have posted about it yesterday, because he actually did a post yesterday, and he could have shared the trailer. So if you look at this, the one thing he posted is in regards to a record. And then somebody asked him, or he posted that same thing. Couldn't share this yesterday, and you can see it was 7 hours ago, same time he did the Twitter one. Couldn't share this yesterday because of a long day at work, but in case you haven't seen it, here's the Penguin teaser. I really can't wait for you guys to see the fantastic show from DC Studios and Max. But if you scroll down to the very next post the post he did previous to that, he posted a Penguin 20 hours ago. And you're telling me he couldn't post a link to this and do this, but he had time to get on there and post the Penguin emoji and look for it? Guys, I'm telling you, he was probably told by Warner Brothers, go out and post the teaser. I'm just telling you guys. I can all but guarantee that's probably what happened. I can't guarantee it, but that's what the optics show, okay? And then right before that, he talked about a nice Wonder Woman thread. Happy birthday, Diana. So I'll show you guys once in a while. We'll come here to his Threads account and see what he's posting. And then with the replies, he talks about stuff. Let's see. See, 20 hours ago, again, guys, he was on here responding to other people's stuff, to things that had nothing to do with DC, and he had time to respond. Look at all these from 20 hours ago, 1 day ago. Look at that. Look at that. He had time to get on here and talk about other stuff, but he didn't have time to get on there and promote the Penguin trailer? I'm just telling you guys, Warner Brothers probably came out and told him, look, dude, you're the head of DC Studios. You better go out and share it. I'm just telling you guys. That's what this looks like. That's what it looks like. All right, now let's take a look at this book that everybody's all talking about. All right, so here it is. It is the DC Cinematic Universe, a celebration of DC at the movies. The hardcover is going to come out on September 3rd of 2024. And I'm actually going to pre-order this myself, and I will give you guys an affiliate link to this so that if you guys want to order it as well, you can do that. It's got a hefty 256 pages, I'm sure many pictures. And I'll actually show you guys in an upcoming video. And this is probably one of the things I'll release to the people that I put up for not subscriptions, but yeah, is it subscriptions or whatever you call it, memberships. A book that I have back from that I got in third grade. I remember getting it. It was either second or third grade, and it's this Superman book I got from Scholastic. And my original one I had beat up, but I actually got a newer version several years back, and it was great to have that thing back in my hands. I remember when I got it. I remember the day at school I got it in third grade. And so this is one of those things I would be glad to include in my collection. Now I'm gonna zoom in here and we can look at some of this, and then I'm gonna read the synopsis. But we've got Christopher Reeve's Superman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, Viola Davis. Why she's on the front is kind of surprising. Now, if you'll notice, there's one guy who's missing here, James Gunn. James Gunn. There's no James Gunn. I'm surprised he didn't make the cover. We've got Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, Jason Momoa's Aquaman. We have Christian Bale's Batman, Heath Ledger's Joker, and that doesn't really look like what's her name who played Harley Quinn, but that's who it is. But that doesn't really look like her. So a DC Cinematic Universe, a celebration of DC at the movies. All right, guys, so there's the cover, and here's what it says. From the trailblazing 1940s movie serials that first put Batman and Superman on the silver screen to the Caped Crusader's swinging 1960s escapades and the iconic 1970s Superman, to the state-of-the-art 21st century reinventions of The Dark Knight, The Man of Steel, and Wonder Woman, this book provides an indispensable guided tour of DC cinema history. See how DC's characters, locations, costumes, and weapons have been adapted from page to screen and evolved over the decades. Witness some of the world's finest actors, such as Academy Award winners Marlon Brando, Jack Nicholson, Christian Bale, Nicole Kidman, Joaquin Phoenix, Viola Davis, and others, transform into the superheroes, supervillains, and supporting cast for their times. Go behind the scenes and discover little-known facts while poring over stunning movie stills, character and set designs, and storyboards. All this along with engaging text that provides insights into DC's rich cinematic legacy, makes this the book that every DC fan has been waiting for. All right, it's going to be in English. DK is the publisher, September 3rd, 2024. The dimensions, 19 1/4 inches by 1.3 inches by 11.06 inches. So almost a foot high. It's almost comic book size. And so this is going to be fun. I'm actually looking forward to picking this up. So here's the back. So it kind of gives you the same thing they just talked about here, but there's stills from Zack Snyder's Justice League. We have Superman, the movie. It looks like Aquaman down there, and we have The Dark Knight Rises. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. You guys in Canada have to pay a little bit more, $54. Let's look at some other stuff here. They got some pages to look at here. So, the original Captain Marvel. Look at that. Yeah, he was actually in Shazam or Shazam 2, believe it or not. He actually made an appearance, which is pretty cool. We have a whole thing in regards to that. What do we got over here? Oh, yes. Superman. You'll believe a man can fly. That was the tagline. Stills from the movie. Margot Kidder, Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, yes, 1989 Batman. I remember this picture. I also have my original Batman magazine and Batman Returns magazines. I'll show those two in separate videos at some point. I have the souvenir magazines from when those got released. Nicole Kidman, Jack Nicholson. Oh, this is some good stuff. There's two more pictures here. So we've got Wonder Woman. Very cool. And then the back of that's what the book looks like, the cover and the spine. So, all right, guys, let's talk about this here. All right, so again, I am going to leave an affiliate link to that book in the description below. If you guys choose to purchase it, it helps out my channel, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So I appreciate all the support. All right, guys, there is my video for the day. What do you think about the book, the Penguin trailer, all of it? What do you think about everything that's happening right now? I still don't see anything super positive coming from Warner Brothers. I am looking forward to the Penguin show more than anything else at this point, but I don't have a lot of hope that that universe will continue beyond the Batman 2 if it ever gets made, because I'm still of the mind that I think James Gunn and Warner Brothers is trying to push it out to irritate Reeves until he finally just gives up and backs out and it's over. That's the fear that I have with what's going on. But we'll see if that ever comes to fruition. All right, guys, I do appreciate all the support. We will see you on the next video.